back, Nail Queens. So I have content that I have to film for a dip powder company, and the theme they gave us to do was Valentine's Day. They kind of gave us a couple colors we could follow, but I am like literally out of ideas. I have no clue what I want to do. So what I'm going to do is draw cards from the Dr. Prince & Co. manicure roulette game for the Valentine's Day theme pack. And let's see what the cards have in store for me. Let me make sure I actually have these categorized correctly, because there's two categories. You have color palette and art theme. So I want to see what colors I should do, and then what art theme I should do, you know? So I'm going to shuffle everything. The two decks, I've already played before, so I have used this card deck before, so I've drawn stuff before. Oops, did not mean to do that. Let me shuffle that again. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just grab one card from this deck. I'm going to grab this one, put that right there. Put the rest of the deck over here. And then I'm going to grab a card from this deck. And I'm going to grab that one and put it right there and put this deck over here. And then hopefully I can create something using these two cards. Ooh, ooh. Oh, okay. Oh, I love this. I can do this, especially the French hearts. French hearts using Soft Love. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to do them exactly like this, but I'm going to do some kind of French tip hearts. And I actually did a set with French tip hearts recently. It's so funny. And Soft Love. So it has pink and green, some like orangey, rusty color right there. And then yellow, so I think I want to do like a pink lemonade vibe with these hearts. So let me use a base of this dip powder. It is my favorite like nude powder from this brand. And I have to put tape on two of the stands because I don't have tape on it. And let me figure this out because it's super sticky. See? So sticky. Yeah, very, very sticky. And it sucks when I'm wearing gloves because it sticks really well to the gloves. Whereas it doesn't stick as bad to my skin. So let's do that. And I'm using these stands to do this design because I have to do a tutorial and I don't want to wear this design for super long. So let's see. So I'm going to pull out some tips. These are usually the tips I wear when I'm doing these demos because they're so cheap, so insanely cheap. If you catch an iGel Beauty sale, they're usually on sale for how much money? The whole box is usually on sale for like $9, maybe a little bit cheaper. I think when it's like 60% off sale, they're like $11, $12. So sometimes my base gets on the side when I don't want to and I notice it. So I try to catch it pretty early on and then I'll clean up the edges before the base completely dries. That way I don't have to do a lot of filing and buffing later on. Oh, That one looks a little wet still. Let's dip that one. I really love these tips. The tip aren't, well, I like the tips. They work good. They're a little wider than the ones I like from the Painted Desert, which is why I don't wear them often when I do my other designs. And the reason I don't offer them in my press-on shop is because these only come in, I think, 9 or 10 sizes, where the Painted Desert Extra Short Almond comes in 15 sizes. So I like the size range that comes from the Painted Desert more than iGel Beauty. Although not all of Painted Desert tips come in 15 sizes. Some of them come with 11, but I haven't noticed any issues with that. But like the Extra Short Almond and the Extra Short Coffin, those come with 15 sizes, and I think that's awesome and generous. But I've noticed like some of my customers, they have really, really tiny nails, so when they order short almonds, extra short almonds, stuff like that, they're going for sizes that are smaller than what I have in my iGel tips. So that's why I'm like, no, I'm just gonna keep carrying and stocking the Painted Desert one. And that's why I don't use them as much when I'm doing this type of content creation for brands. So it's not because I don't want to use my Painted Desert stuff, it's because it's more expensive and I'm trying to save it for my customers instead of blowing through it for sets for demonstrations and tutorials and being a content creator, because ultimately that's what I am and that's what I do. I create content for brands. I mean, yeah, I do videos and I have the to me it's weird. It feels weird to be called like an influencer. I don't know if I influence people much. I share what I love, and that's about it. But I also have a huge passion for creating content, video content, photo content, tutorials, stuff like that. It just brings me so much joy. And I think that's why I love doing press-ons so much. Oh, I missed a whole spot right there. I don't know if you can see that. It's the whole spot that I missed. Great. That's not great. It sucks. What I'm actually going to do is, I don't know if you guys have seen this really awesome thing from Revel Nail. It's their self-cleaning nail art brush. I'm going to bring that over here. I'm going to just put this right here so that I can hold it upright and it doesn't tip over. So that self-cleaning brush is awesome. So what you can do with the self-cleaning brush, take it out. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Instead of doing a whole another layer, I'm just wiping the brush over here. And then I'm going to stick the brush in my dip base. Yes, I am. And I'm going to cover the area that I missed. Ta-da! And then I'm going to dip in that. And then put the self-cleaning brush in here. And it cleans on its own. And I just let that sit in there until the next time I need to use it. It's like already soft. Well, not so soft. Not as soft as it was when I took it out, but it's an awesome brush. So I'm probably not going to use polish like I had planned. So if you look at the card, it calls for yellow and pink. So I'm going to see if I can incorporate these into the French tip heart design. These are literally amazing. So I'm just going to show you one nail so you're not stuck here all day with me. Alright, so what I do is I take one of the stickers, peel it off. That's what it looks like. And I try to center it by how much French tip I want showing. All right, let's see if I can do this. It's not exactly centered. I think that looks a little bit better. All right, and then I take the dip base, which I have to pull back out. I'm actually gonna go for a thinner brand dip base for this one because I don't want this to become extremely bulky. And I will also take this little silicone tool and press it a little bit flat so that no dip base seeps under there. All right, so let's pull this out. Let's get started. And I'm okay with overlapping on the sticker. Think of it like color blocking tape. And then dipping in this. Ooh, I have to do a live demonstration for this brand soon, and they asked for color blocking. I might actually do this demonstration for them because this is really cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. All right, I went ahead and dipped the other tips, so they're all dipped. Now I'm gonna dust this off and then re-dip one more time. So all the tips are gonna be dipped for a total of 2 times in this pink. So after you do that second dip, is when you want to take this off. You have to be very careful. There you go. Look at that. All that will come off in a little bit. Make sure your heart is nice and dry before you go dusting anything, or you can ruin the shape of it. And then, so you can do some encapsulation at this point, or nail art, whatever you want to do. I think encapsulating would probably be the best choice, but I'm going to activate first because I can't make up my mind. Oh, that looks so crisp and flawless. I love it. So what I want to do now is fine tune. I don't know if this is hard enough. Oh, yep, it is. And that's why I solidified and used my activator first, because I want to fine tune the shape before I like add any clear or anything. And I think I'm actually going to do a gel top coat. I'm not going to do encapsulation and clear dip powder. Oh. Do whatever you want and what works best for you. I'm just going to choose gel this time. Or am I? Yeah, I'm going to use gel, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to, see, I have to lift the tip off the stand just to get the edges more crisp. All right, so I filed all of them. I'm just going to give them like a gentle little buff. Not going to be too, oh yeah, maybe I will. I was like, maybe I won't be too precise on the nude, but I've changed my mind. I do want to be more precise because it removes the pink that got stuck there on the nude. Yeah, just a gentle buff so that the nail doesn't like look too thick from the sides and everything. You see how I got base right here on these tips? These tips are so durable though, or the tip stands. They're so incredibly durable that I'm not worried about getting like any dip base on them or anything. I actually have multiple sets. They come in like 10 pieces. So you can do all 10 nails if you want. If you are a press-on artist who does dip powder press-ons, I highly recommend using these tip stands for that. That or using carpet tape to adhere the tips to the stands, because carpet tape is super strong. Oh, you're probably wondering how I'm going to implement the yellow into the routine. And so the card that I have, it's got pink and yellow all over it. It's got a little bit of green. I'm actually not going to go for the green this time. It doesn't really fit into my vibe. So I'm going to do pink and yellow for the Mani design. And I'm going to take that self-cleaning brush from Revel again, and I'm going to use it to do some nail art. So just you watch and see how I do this. So I'm going to stick the brush in the dip base. Do I have much dip base on? And I'm gonna do some nail art with it. So I'm gonna do, oh, I love this brush. Like a little star, but in gold, like a yellow star. You know the little starburst thingies? Ta-da! And it's so subtle too. I'm actually gonna do it on the pink as well. There we go. Let me add a little bit more. I think you're gonna wanna do this twice, simply because you're layering and it's such a subtle. There we go. I like that better. Let me dust this off and redo it on here so that it shows more prominently. There you go. And that's how you can make nail art with this self-cleaning brush. It's a nail art self-cleaning brush and it is so thin. Look how thin that is. If I wanted to, I could go around the edges right here and do those in yellow too, but I don't feel like it. All right, so I've finished all these up. They're activating, setting, and all that stuff. And so I put them on and all that, and we went out to dinner, and I want to show you what they look like when I apply them. So this is what it looked like. I didn't do the best job filing, but I just wanted to show that to you guys. I did not encapsulate or any of that stuff, but you could clear encapsulate in dip powder or builder gel or gel top coat, whatever you want. I just chose to skip that because I have to do a different tutorial with the Mani now. All right, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.